A single mistake, one drink, one drive, one conviction, and your future in the U.S. could vanish overnight. This is Immiscope, your trusted source for U.S. immigration news, policy changes, and visa updates. Congress has just passed a sweeping bipartisan immigration law under President Trump's second term. It's being described as the most dramatic overhaul in decades. Why should you care? Because it doesn't just affect new arrivals. It reaches green card holders, visa workers, students, and even longtime residents who thought their status was safe. This law reclassifies all non-citizens, tightens scrutiny, and imposes mandatory penalties for mistakes like DUI offenses. The consequences are massive, immediate, and long-term. Bipartisan breakthrough in Washington. Immigration has divided U.S. politics for decades. Usually, Democrats and Republicans fight bitterly and stall reforms. But this time, they agreed. Both parties aligned around tougher rules for security and public safety. Supporters call it historic cooperation. Analysts call it unprecedented in today's polarized climate. The message is clear. Washington wants stricter oversight, and this time, there's no political stalemate stopping it. Citizens first, non-citizens reclassified. One of the biggest shifts is reclassification. Until now, lawful permanent residents, green card holders, had a level of stability above temporary workers or students. Not anymore. Under the new law, every non-citizen, from green card holders to H, 1B workers to F, 1 students, is grouped into a single category. That means permanent residents no longer enjoy special protection. Green cards can now be revoked or denied more easily. The very security that millions relied on has weakened overnight. The DUI trigger, why this matters. Perhaps the most shocking change is how the law treats driving under the influence. A single DUI offense, no matter how old, now carries severe immigration consequences. Even just admitting to driving under the influence without conviction can trigger action. What does this mean in practice? It means cases that once seemed closed or forgiven can suddenly resurface and threaten someone's entire future. Expanded grounds of inadmissibility. The first major pillar of this law is inadmissibility. Anyone with a DUI record, conviction, or admission can now be barred from entering, re-entering, or adjusting status. This isn't limited to new arrivals. It applies to green card renewals, adjustment of status, and naturalization applications. Even if your case was minor, even if it happened decades ago, it can now be used against you. The bar has been lowered. The risk has been raised. Mandatory deportation, no second chances. The second pillar is mandatory deportation. Under the new rules, any DUI offense, misdemeanor or felony, triggers automatic removal proceedings. Immigration judges no longer have discretion to weigh rehabilitation, family ties, or years of good conduct. All DUIs are treated the same. Severity and timing no longer matter. This marks a dramatic shift. Federal standards now override state differences, creating a one-size-fits-all penalty. Public safety versus overreach. Lawmakers defend the policy by pointing to DUI fatalities nationwide. They argue that immigrants must meet higher standards of conduct to earn the right to stay permanently. Drunk driving, they say, is incompatible with public trust. Critics, however, warn that the law is too broad. It ignores rehabilitation, punishes long-settled families, and destabilizes communities where people have lived and worked for decades. The debate is fierce, but the law is already in place. Naturalization standards tightened. For those seeking U.S. citizenship, the bar just got higher. The good moral character requirement has been rewritten. A DUI is no longer a minor blemish. It's now a permanent barrier. Convictions or even admissions of drunk driving can block naturalization forever. Thousands of applicants who thought they were eligible are now permanently shut out. Green card security reduced. The green card once symbolized stability. Families, jobs, long-term residency. it all felt permanent. Not anymore. Under this law, a single DUI can trigger revocation of permanent residency. Even decades of contributions to the U.S. may not protect someone from deportation. Immigrant advocates warn that this change undermines confidence in the entire system. Millions now live with heightened anxiety over their future, balancing opportunity with restriction. Supporters of the law argue it strikes balance. Yes, it expands enforcement and raises penalties, but it also keeps family reunification and some employment-based immigration pathways open, though under much stricter vetting. In short, opportunities still exist, but the margin for error has narrowed dramatically. Community reaction, fear, and confusion. Across the country, immigrant families are contacting attorneys in record numbers. People want to know, does my old DUI put me at risk? Will my citizenship application be denied? Could I face deportation after 20 years here? Attorneys report a flood of consultations, fueled by fear that past mistakes could now have devastating consequences. Personal accounts are already emerging. Long-term residents with families, jobs, and homes who now face sudden uncertainty. What comes next? This law signals a new era, with bipartisan support and executive backing. Analysts expect even tighter background checks, stricter visa approvals, and possible retroactive reviews of old cases. That means past offenses may come back under the spotlight. Even if you thought your case was done, it could be reopened. The message is unmistakable. The U.S. immigration system is moving towards zero tolerance. Practical tips and warnings. If you're a green card holder, visa worker, or student, here's what you must do now. Review your history. Even old or minor offenses could now count against you. Seek legal advice. Don't assume your case is safe. Ask a qualified immigration attorney. Stay compliant. Any new violations, even small ones, could have life-changing consequences under the new law. Congress has passed a historic, bipartisan immigration law reshaping the system. Green cards are less secure, naturalization is harder, and DUIs now carry devastating consequences. The key lesson is clear. Compliance and awareness are no longer optional. They are survival. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching Immiscope. See you in the next video.